All right. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining me from. My name is Chukwunon Sohavaku. I'm gonna be your instructor for this course series. So first of all, we are doing introduction to programming. So what we got to know first is what programming is all about. Then the main objective of the course is for you to know the modality and the technical aspects of programming. So just like in a normal education setting, in which you are meant to learn the basics of ABCD of the alphabet. That's the letters of the alphabet before you be able to read. So also what this program is all about is just for you to get the logics behind programming. Then you can now go ahead to 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 work with other programming language that has a technical syntax. So, of course, in the industry, we are not meant to use this programming. But the visual programming have so much advanced that virtually everything that our conventional programming can do, these visual programming can do it, ranging from uh, automation, electronics automation. Arduino is an example of a platform or a language that will help you to do electronic automation. Then, when you talk of mobile application, you can still make use of this to develop a mobile application. Then now talk of games, gaming applications, and so on and so forth. So, but the main purpose of this um, of the course is to introduce you to the logics behind programming. So, and that is it. So first of all, we ask yourself, what is programming all about? On the layman's language, programming simply means being the ability to what? To write an instruction to the computer such that the computer can run those instructions and perform the particular task you asked the computer to do. For instance, you can tell the computer that I want you to write this particular thing, write what is programming into 20 times. Once you place that command, it's now left for the computer to keep on writing the commands or keep on writing the program till 20 times, depending on the instruction you are giving the computer. So all what programming language is all about is your ability to learn the syntax of the computer and combining the logics to achieve any task. So that is it. And once you know those logics, you are good to go. So what you simply do in each programming language you come to is what? You simply learn the syntax. The syntax is like for instance, in English now we have figures of speech and parts of speech. If you go to any other language, if you learn the figures of speech and parts of speech, once you are conversant with those things, you can make use of the speech and the figures of speech to make sentence and so on and so forth. So without wasting much of our time, this section is going to be very brief, very brief. So though we have a low turn of, but I understand it's already in working day. So this orientation, we still have it on a more convenient time. So now we have types of programming languages. We have millions of programming. Okay, let me say hundreds of programming languages, and more are still coming up. As at let me say July last year, a new programming language came out. So languages have been coming out, depending on, and how the industry works is that whenever we have a major challenge, people go ahead to research to get a program that suits it. So now industrially, most programming languages has what they are deemed, has their main aim of being developed, or the best tools they work for. For instance, if I want to develop a web application runs mainly on Chrome. So it's commonsensical for me to go straight to make use of JavaScript. JavaScript is the lord of the web. That's what I call it, because it's the only language that communicates easily to the Chrome, to your browsers. So now, but those notwithstanding, we can make other use of other languages. For instance, Python. PyJX was just developed recently, and so on and so forth. Node.js, and so several languages are just coming up and pumping out. So then, if I want to develop a utility game, I simply make use of C# or C++. Then, if I want to make a web server-oriented stuff, I go to PHP, depending. So the languages has what they are located for. Though we can make use of a particular language with the other. For instance, JavaScript has the ability of recently can actually communicate to virtually almost all devices, ranging from your computer, your Android phone, your internet server, and so on and so forth. So that is it. Then these are the few examples of programming languages. We have Python, we have JavaScript, we have C, we have C++, we have Java. Please, Java and JavaScript are two distinct languages, so let's not get it twisted. We have C#, we have Ruby, we have PHP, and so on and so forth. So that is it. Then we also have Scratch as a programming language. But notice the difference between Scratch and all other programming languages, most of all these programming languages, that Scratch is a visual programming language. With time, I can still show you a visual programming language developed by the Chinese, that when after writing your block language, you simply convert it to Python and compile it as a game, and you can deploy it at market store or do any other place you can deploy it. It simply converts your Scratch, your block code to normal script code. So that is it. So that was why these are the few things I discovered about the so-called visual programming, and because people normally neglect it. And I went through a Harvard course in programming. I did a refresher course in programming with Harvard. Then I found out that as big as Harvard, or as big as the institution is, or the course you intend to, once you are to do a programming, they start from scratch. That's that visual programming, so that you'll be able to easily adapt to the logics of programming. So, and that is it. So without wasting much of our time, this is the program we are having, and what we have in our hand is the program is going to run from it's mainly online, and if you have any other special need to run it offline, then you can still communicate with the admin. Then this program is meant to run mostly on Friday and Saturdays evening, depending on the time that we're voting. You can do it mainly at night, Then on Sunday, we'll have the refresher course, whereby if you miss any of these major days, you simply touch and review on it. After which, we still deploy most of these to your dashboard. We are going to share it. So, and that is it. There are more and more and more to this program. So, then the Scratch as a programming language proper. Our time is fast spent, so I want this section to be very, very brief. So I'll just show you one or two things in Scratch, and I will call it a day. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. Okay. Let me quickly run to, if you want to go to Scratch, they have an official website. Scratch was developed by MIT, and they have an official website. And once you want to start, you simply start from, just go to create, go to the website, go to create, and you have so many things. Okay, sorry for the network. So you can see several projects. There are so many things. You can make your own music instrument with Scratch. You can make your own stories. You can make so many things. It's an interesting stuff. So, but with time, we'll dive into this, and we'll prepare for all this. So, we are going to call it a day. We are going to call it a day now. And if you have any question, kindly message me through the WhatsApp group. And I think that's it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you.